So I've been seeing some videos on my For You page, and I think that it is finally time to discuss the female loneliness epidemic. Because I know the men have had their own thing, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not a man, right? But I will say that the men are more built for it than us. We are not built for this shit, ladies. We don't know how to be alone. These men have been bottling up their emotions and not sharing them with anybody since they were 6, 7, 8 years old. Some of us have never done that. We've always had someone to talk to, a friend, a family member, a significant other, something. And it seems like in 2025, the girls are running out of options because the dating market is terrible. Y'all are literally making fun of girls that are in happy, healthy relationships, saying that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Miserables. And then y'all also don't have any friends because anytime somebody reposts something that you disagree with, oh, that's how you feel about immigration policy, you're not my friend anymore. Now y'all don't have any fucking friends. Like it's not gonna end well if your requirement for somebody to have a relationship with you is that they have to be on the exact same page with you 100% of the time. No one is. We are all people with our own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and ideas. And if you don't respect that in another person, then of course you're going to be by yourself. There's no one else that's going to fit that mold. You'll have to learn healthy communication skills. You have to learn healthy relationship skills. Go to therapy if you need to. Do something. But if you are sitting at home right now and you don't have 5 friends that you can call, no man, and your family members just don't get you, I promise the only common denominator in all of those scenarios is...
Interesting take right here, and I respect it. She is dropping some gems. You feel me? There's definitely a loneliness epidemic going on if you ask me. People don't socialize like they used to. The dating market is in doo-doo shambles, all right? But from what I see, the narratives are painted different when it comes to men and women. For women, solitude is painted more so like independence and empowerment. And, for dudes, it's like, yo, you on the road of being a loser. you ain't shit. So often I come across podcasts and news segments talking about the male loneliness epidemic. Especially who the bald head cat with the glasses.
1 in 7 men doesn't have a single friend. 1 in 4 men can't name a best friend. I think young people need to get out of the house more, drink more, and make a series of bad decisions that might pay off. And I think they literally go crazy. I think they wake up and they're obese and lonely and have no skills. I think we need more sex. This loneliness epidemic where people get into a bubble and start engaging into conspiracy theory, not trusting each other, blaming women, blaming the nation, self-harm. But I worry that we're raising this new species of asocial, asexual being called the young American male that is obese, anxious, and just a shitty citizen.
You see, when you only focus on one gender, when it comes to this loneliness epidemic, you're asking that group of people to have some introspection, all right? In this case, men with the male loneliness epidemic. You're telling men to work on healing themselves. How can they improve themselves to become a more viable option for women out there so they don't have to be lonely? So basically, you're putting all the weight on men just to become better. Yeah, we know the economy and just life in general is hard right now, but you just gotta become better. But you know what that type of messaging does? It tells women the only reason why they single is because the men out here ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? It empowers them to say, look, y'all need to do the healing. Men need to do the healing. And it frees them of any accountability. And that ain't the case. That ain't gonna work.
As women, can't we just be honest about the fact that a lot of girls aren't lonely because they can't find a decent man who's respectable, or men aren't men anymore? They're lonely because the expectations of what they want out of a relationship do not equate with who they are in relationships. You say you want a man who's emotionally mature, but whenever you're losing an argument, you start crying. That's emotional manipulation. Some of y'all want a man who's consistent, but you don't even post content consistently, let alone go to the gym consistently. And don't get me started on the meal plan you said you were going to start 3 weeks ago for your winter arc. You want a man with great communication skills, but you crashed out on the last one because you thought he was gaslighting you or manipulating you or he was a narcissist. Stop letting people get you out of character. That means you don't have good communication skills. All I'm saying is you can't expect a high-value partner when you are not a high-value partner. This fantasy idea that all the men are the bad ones and all the girls are just 10 out of 10s waiting for someone perfect. You're not perfect. 10 out of 10 is perfect. You're not perfect. And neither is the man that is also on your level. But you won't even give him a chance because in your mind, you're a 10 and he's a 5. But in reality, you're both 6s. Sit with that. The uncomfortable truth here, ladies, is that the dating market and the men are not the only problem. For a lot of the girls, self-awareness is the problem. Because you can't want better when you're not better.
Hey, she dropping gems. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. This whole loneliness thing is more of the current culture. It is the state of society right now, you know, especially in younger generations. But yo, just putting it on males, you taking away the fact that women need to work on themselves too. Are there some shitty dudes? Of course. But there are also a lot of solid dudes running into women that just ain't right. I did a video the other day about a woman, you know, complaining about meeting good men, but she just couldn't connect. That ain't on them. That's on her. That's something she need to deal with.
Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point though that that's the problem. Like there's just nothing happening, and I just feel no sparks and no chemistry with people, and I feel bad because I feel like it's just me.
Yeah, it ain't just a male loneliness epidemic. A lot of women going through it. A lot of women going through it. But the way the narrative is painted, they try to glorify it as a woman. You're just going through a love yourself experience. Take this time to love yourself some more and love yourself and yourself and yourself and love it. You know? And when your time comes, when you love yourself, you're going to love yourself some more. It's like, no, motherfucker. Some people just lonely, man. And it's okay to want companionship. It's okay. We social creatures.
I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? I'm tired.
I'm having a little moment. I'm feeling a little sad. I don't know if it's because like my birthday's in 10 days or what, but I think I just think like about me when I was little, and I'm like, I did not think that I was gonna be alone at this age. And like
almost 2 years ago, my ex and I divorced after 23 years of marriage. And it's been almost 2 years. It has been the hardest, most loneliest time of my life.
23 years? Woo, you should have thugged it out. Cause ain't nothing in these streets. These streets is cold, man. But she probably had some friends in her ear and scrolling through social media, and you know how that go. Girl, you could do better. You leave him.
But even look at the media. What does the media tell a woman to do? He's out. But he didn't open your door? He's not nice to his parent? Walk right out on that man. Like it's literally every piece of media is you don't need him. You're a strong, independent woman. Pull the ripcord. You're out.
But now you out here getting frostbitten by these cold streets. But let me know what y'all think about this. Always love reading y'all thoughts. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this creator's video link in the bio. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you have a beautiful day. Till next time, baby, I'm out.